Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end, even the truest of true stories. In the beginning of our story, the story of people, God made us and everything. But our hearts became selfish, and we need Jesus to rescue us and to give us hearts that love Him and do what He commands. Hearts that were what God had originally made them to be. Hearts that, though they don't perfectly obey now, will one day perfectly obey when Jesus comes again. That's the end, but we still live in the middle. In the middle, people still doubt. They believe that because Jesus is taking so long to return, that He isn't planning on coming back at all. Jesus knew His plan was a big plan, that a lot of people would need to hear the good news about Him, that it would take a long time. He knew that people would begin to think He wasn't coming back at all, so He told a story to remind them. There was a master who decided he would go on a long journey. He told his servants to be sure to feed the people of his household while he was gone. Then he took off on his very long business trip. At first, everything was fine. All of the servants did exactly what their master told them to do. They cooked the food, they washed the animals, they took care of the fields, and this happened day in and day out for a very long time. As the days went by, though, one of the servants, a mischievous servant, began to think that something must have happened to the master. His ship must have gone down in the storm, he thought to himself. Or maybe robbers found him and beat him. This servant thought, why should I keep working if my master isn't coming back? So this wicked and mischievous servant stopped doing his job. He slept in while everyone else was working. More time passed. Seeing that the master still hadn't returned, the servant thought he would have a little fun. He invited his wicked friends over, and they had parties and broke many of the things in the house. The other servants asked the wicked servant to get back to work. They told him that the master wouldn't approve of bringing people into his house and breaking his things. But the wicked servant just laughed at them. Then he proceeded to beat them up. He started calling himself the master and told them to serve him. This went on for a while, until one day, without warning, the true master appeared with his suitcases in hand. He saw the good servants working, but the one wicked servant sitting around pretending to be the master. When the true master saw this, he grabbed the wicked servant and threw him out of the house. This servant had shown that he didn't truly serve his master, and that he really only served himself. Fast forward. After Jesus had returned from the dead, he gathered with his disciples on a tall mountain. He told them to go and make disciples in the whole world. That was their job. Like the servants in the story, they were to feed the people who believed in Jesus with the Word of God. They were confused. Surely Jesus had returned to kick the Romans out. But Jesus told them that His kingdom would come in a different way. He would go to prepare a place for them, and He would come back again. Meanwhile, they must be about God's business. God calls us to be about His business as well, the business of loving and serving Him and of telling others about Him. Unlike the wicked servant who didn't truly believe the master was returning, we keep our eyes on Jesus, and we believe He will return one day, and He will gather up all who believe in Him. Like Him, they will rise from their graves, and they will be with Him forever. And never again will they be separated from Him if we just trust in Him and wait patiently.